I've had some very pleasant experiences with the Midnight Run, right from the very beginning. What I'm looking forward to the most about this year is the charity aspect of raising as much money as we can and the quality and caliber of the cars.
But the rally, which is a race, is technically illegal, is it not?
It's not illegal. I can't be any more clear with you. I mean, if you're going to continue to ask me that we do immoral things, call out the character of myself and the other people involved, I just don't really think I have any interest in being involved, honestly. So, you know, I'm kind of done with the questions if we're going to talk about the rally, all right? Have a good one.
Rallying is a form of motorsport that generally takes place on public or private roads. It's mostly distinguished by the fact that it's not on a closed circuit, it's more of a point-to-point race. The term rally wasn't even really a thing until January 1911 during the Monte Carlo Rally, which was the first of many. However, remnants can be traced all the way back to the 1890s. They used horses and carriages. It's fair to say that rallying in modern day is pretty established in the world of motorsports. It essentially started its own culture and it has an immense audience to go with it. I mean, there's international events ranging from cross-continental rallies for professionals all the way down to smaller, less coordinated cross-country rallies like the Gumball 3000 and Gold Rush, which are all on public roads. More often than not, rallies held on public roads are usually labeled dangerous, selfish, reckless behavior, just to name a few. Car rallies kind of tend to get grouped in with legal street racing, which kind of gives it a bit of notoriety. It's also a well-known fact that the majority of these events are extremely expensive to enter. Some can run you up to 5 figures, and that doesn't include a supercar, and it definitely doesn't include any fees or violations you'll have to face if you get pulled over. The Midnight Run is something that I'd call an underground event, mostly because there's really no marketing. It's all really kind of spread through word of mouth in the community. It also has a cult following, which truthfully I don't think I can call it a cult anymore because it's grown tremendously over the past few years. I mean, it's a full-blown automotive event. So what's the difference between the Midnight Run and, well, every other rally? It's a charitable event, and participation's relatively affordable for registered drivers. 100% of the proceeds go to a leading children's research hospital. The driving time is also significantly shorter than a lot of other rallies, where it could be days or weeks. This can be completed in under an hour. However, that still doesn't really cover the fact that there's a lot of animosity around the name when locals complain about a McLaren and Ferrari doing 200 down the highway and then, well, another 150 cars follow up behind them. It's also something you don't see every day. My name is Joshua Sauceda. I'm a photographer and filmmaker based in New Jersey. In 2019, I photographed the Midnight Run, and this year the curator wanted to document it. So, is the Midnight Run as dangerous as they speculate it to be? Is it as reckless as they speculate it to be? Is it as selfish as they speculate it to be?
Car shows are okay, and cars and coffee are okay, but they're kind of just sitting around and you don't get to actually enjoy your car. You want to enjoy your car with other car enthusiasts. We had built it because people like driving their cars with other fast cars. We decided we were going to have a rally after the event. It's really the first time that something like this has been done, right? And there's been, of course, like the Cannonball Rally and Gumball and there's a million other ones. They've been around for a long time, but this was the first time that you actually had a mini rally within a small distance, so people didn't have to travel across country or do 1,000 miles. You know, it was 30 miles. The Midnight Run, every dollar takes in, we give it to charity. What's the minimum for charity? 5% of gross, 10%, real low. We want to give 100% of what we take in to charity. So, you know, this rally is not only, you know, people enjoying cars, it's also doing a good thing.
Talking about your first Midnight Run, the Hoboken Midnight Run.
Can we even discuss the first minute? I feel like has it been 6 years? What's the statute of limitations? What's the limitation?
Expired.
Is it expired? The legality of the Midnight Run is interesting. There's some concern about the race afterwards. You have to take that out. I don't mean to say race. The first Midnight Run, modern day Midnight Run. We had told the party planner we were expecting 50 cars, and 200 cars showed up. We basically had blocked off all of downtown Hoboken. Hoboken PD came down and they were upset. I had given everybody like a pretty crude map, and the idea was we were going to go through the Holland Tunnel. We were going to make a lap around Manhattan. People get a lot of control, and you know, we had a guy doing 180 miles an hour through the tunnel, and they arrest him at the end. They blast into the city, and you know, the testosterone was just pumping. When we had pulled in to meatpacking, NYPD swarmed us like bees. They went around and I collected everybody's driver's license that was there. I must have been 200 911 calls when we were in town. We were all within a minute, and we were blocking that street too, not because we wanted to, it's because there's so much of this. There's nowhere to go.
And it's a Saturday night.
And it's a Saturday night.
Which is a pretty crowded night in the meatpacking district.
Big night, yeah, big night. They went to each person and said, I had you at 130 miles an hour, you were at 150 miles an hour. You're going to be in jail until we could get you in front of a judge on Monday. This is 2012. This is before like the rush of exotic cars really were available to the public, right? You really didn't see Lambos, Ferraris, all kinds of stuff on the street. It just didn't exist. It just didn't happen. The officers started checking out the cars, sitting in the cars, talking to the drivers. You know, the captain on duty that night, he sees this and he realizes that, you know, he can't give tickets to people when the officers are in the car. You know, the exchange of business cards. So he's got a stack of license about this big, and he said, "Okay." He goes, "I'm not going to give any tickets. I'm not going to make any arrests. but you have to leave right now. You have to get out. I mean, and they followed us.
And nobody peeled out.
Nobody did it. Nobody said boo. I said to myself, okay, so this is our first and last good year of the Midnight Run, because it's going to be over, because everybody's going to get arrested. And that's going to be it, because, you know, who's going to come back to the event that they went and spent the weekend in jail?
My name is Tommy Kessler, and my role is I'm one of the board members. I've been doing it for a couple years now. I've been a part of it. I heard about the Midnight Run about 3.5 years ago. I had a little club called Drivers Club next door to the space that we hold it in, and actually it is one of the spaces we are holding it in this year as well. And just through the nature of car guys, you know, or car people, he just showed up, and we met Joe. And he told us, hey, you guys should come check it out this year. And we did, and my partner and I took part in the rally. We had a blast. And the following year we hosted it. And here we are the third year being part of the board and also hosting it still in the same space. We get together a couple times leading up to the Midnight Run, and we just discuss kind of the logistics, how we're gonna get the flow of the cars in, where we're gonna put cars. We talk about keeping things safe, how we're gonna make sure everyone, you know, there's no accidents, there's nobody hurt. Also, you know, and also we discuss kind of how to give to charity more, how to give to the city more, you know, how to get people involved in a safe way, because typically car shows and rallies are looked at in a negative way.
But Marco, you can paint it's an option actually. You paint it. Yeah.
Other than the negative public perception, are you worried about the legality at all?
Well, it's a rally. There's nothing wrong or illegal about doing a rally. What goes on outside of that is beyond my control. You know, Midnight Run is a car show, a charitable car show, mixed in with a rally where everyone has a car can go out for a drive afterwards, and then come back, and then that's when we can sit down and hang out, talk about cars, and talk about the rally. It's given me something that I look forward to every year, and I think about how I'm gonna prepare for it, whether it be am I going to add an exhaust to my car, am I going to put an intake, whatever, any kind of various thing that might be done to a car. I'd be like, oh, I want to make it a little better this year. This year I'm doing something special. I don't know if I should say, I guess I'm playing the national anthem before the drivers roll out for the rally. Special that I'm playing the national anthem this year because I am the guitar player in Blondie, as well as it's our national anthem, but also with the recent passing of Eddie. It gives me a chance to play a little, you know, tribute to him, although I don't want to bore people, so I'll keep it short and simple, but it'll be something special for me to do it. My Viper ACR will be here, and I'm also going to bring a Huracan Evo rear-wheel drive, a brand new one, 2020 from Lamborghini.
Tommy picked up the Huracan Evo rear-wheel drive early in the morning from Lamborghini with Ohio hometown friends Pete and Marco, and they brought their own cars for the rally, those being a modified 700 horsepower Toyota Supra and an Alfa Romeo 4C. This group seldom sees leisure time together, so they've decided to go on a spirited drive while they're all in New Jersey for the event.
I think spectators can start coming in at like 8 o'clock.
However, before our time together came to an end, we got a friendly reminder that high-end performance cars, particularly modified ones, can come with some inconveniences.
Hey Tom, I'm like really low on gas. Tom? Where's that
We gotta find. Well, this gas station over my area, but I don't think I love 385.
it's gotta be the E85. I'm gonna need gas pretty soon.
Alright, well, then you need the 85. Can we get a little regular fuel so we find the 85?
I'll put a little bit of something in, yeah, I can do that.
How many miles do you have left on your tank, do you think?
For 20 miles, well, no, 15 miles.
E85 refers to high-level ethanol gasoline blends containing 51% to 85% ethanol and is generally marketed solely for flex fuel vehicles, which are technically uncommon green alternatives to their fossil fuel counterparts. However, you can use E85 for a performative edge with the right tuning. But generally, no one's really going out and doing that to their cars, so what's the point of making it readily available? It's expensive to manufacture, which means Pete, Marco, and Tommy will have to find the nearest regular gasoline station to temporarily fuel up on regular gas so they can make it to the only place in New Jersey that advertises they pump E85.
Gas.
Yeah,
I need gas.
E85.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I could put like 5 gallons in.
No, I want you to get your E85 because Marco's like, dude, you're gonna have trouble with that Supra. I was like, that Supra is not running 200 less of it's running 200 less horsepower right now. Have you seen the computer system in there?
Yeah,
in
it's
that
like
car?
on the fly, it'll adjust.
It calculates
remap,
everything.
And the boost
It
goes
remaps
up.
the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty cool. You'll see it.
It's so clean and stock.
The work done to this car costs almost as much as one of your cars. I just Google mapped E85.
Okay.
So clean.
How many miles? 50?
It's got 46 on it now.
That's crazy.
All right, ready?
Important decision of the day. We guys are moving to eat.
I drove by that baseball game and I'm just like, I bet every one of these fucking parents are like, God, son, I can't even hear my fucking.
They're like, that's the midnight run.
Yeah.
We're gonna go protest it.
And I was driving back. I wasn't doing anything stupid. I was just, probably driving 80, 90 with the flow of traffic coming back. And there was this minivan packed to the brim with shit, Florida plates. I didn't pay much attention to them, but I could see when we were both going down the highway. And then I got over to let them over because they were riding me. And I was like, all right, maybe they want to go faster. I got over. They drove by me. And as they drove by me, I could see the girl on the thing like this as we drove by. And I was just like, that's awesome.
What was she doing?
Because I have a little penis. That's why I have a car like that.
But I was looking to the yellow one, and I was honestly impressed by that.
Beautiful, isn't
No,
it?
this one will.
That's
Yeah,
fast.
wow,
That's
look at
fast.
98 or 93?
This is a 95. They made
No,
it from
man.
93 to 98. Yeah. 95. Right in the middle.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
As he goes by himself, because it's a little. If you don't know cars, it's.
Alright, now we go to the airport.
Alright.
The airport has the
Interesting.
If I gotta say that word one more time, I'm
I
gonna
say
puke.
E80, thanks. Say E85 one more time. Being thrown into a vehicle that's essentially a really expensive toy reminds me of the childlike nature it requires to be into cars just for the thrill of it. But regardless, the driving experience can be fun and rewarding, especially when you can enjoy it with other like-minded people. It's kind of a bonding experience in itself.
Fucking, it went one way. We wanted to go down that way.
Hey man, I'm just following you.
I know. I'm trying.
It's all good.
Wait, here's the
E85, yay! 268 a gallon, hooray! Very exciting. You know, people put it in their cars really for if they want to like. It's ethanol based. It's made from corn, so it's like a green alternative. Okay. But you get lousy gas mileage. Oh. Hi, E85. If you could fill it.
Cash ready?
Cash. So if you watch this, look at the gauge right here, okay? The mapping will start changing and the settings for the boost. So as it's going up, it's making changes to the engine management. Thanks. things. Yep.
We good?
We're good.
Yes! Great success! Great success.
Because we put gas in at the other place, it's not at 70, it's only at 52, but I'll take it.
He has to run at 70% ethanol so that it gets the max amount of it. He's only
It was at
55% now.
Well, 52, but
He was at 5.
I was at 5, so there should be a difference. It's just not ideal. It's
Well,
not
now
the
we know where to go.
Yeah, holy crap, right?
It's a critical part of my life. I love cars. I love to be involved in events that have to do with cars. I love to see cars on the road. I love car people. And this has become a group of people. I almost use the word cult, but it's not really. It's a group of like-minded people that like the same thing. And I'm enjoying meeting new people each event. My name is Roy Pascal, and I am a board member for the Midnight Run, and it's the 3rd year that I've been involved in one way or another.
Feeling the first time was exhilarating. You know, just the sound of the motors, the quality of the cars, the people were all super cool. Everybody was willing to tell you about the car, explain what they had done to it or not done to it, if they just bought it off the showroom or they put, $100,000 into the motor or whatever they did. My name is Tom Lemma. I am on the board of the Midnight Run.
My father, he and I spent my entire youth working on cars in the driveway. I lived on a busy road, so we were able to find cars, fix them up, and I'd put them out there for sale. And I think that helped hone, my current business career a little bit. What I do for a living is I'm in the investment real estate business. It's given me the ability to have some free time to be able to build a building where I can keep my cars and host events.
Through social media, I came across a post a couple years ago, maybe I think it was about 3 years ago, about some car rally. And I thought it'd be kind of pretty cool thing to check out. Not knowing what to expect, I figured just go and have some dinner, have a couple drinks, and check out some cars. I figured maybe check out some exotic cars. It was just complete craziness. There were so many cars, so many people. I didn't really eat much of my dinner because there was just so much to do. I reached out to this gentleman and asked him, what was planned for the next year, what was coming up, because I wanted to be a part of it, if I could get involved. He got back to me and he said, kind of up in the air right now as to where to have the event. And I thought, I actually know a guy that has a really great spot that I think might be a perfect fit. I contacted my buddy Roy and said to him, hey, what do you think about having this event at your space? And he said, I think it'd be a great idea.
I've had birthday parties here, I've had going away parties, we have Midnight Run now for the 2nd year.
Turns out it was the exact same spot because Tommy Kessler was actually in talks with him about the same spot. So it kind of all just culminated and we ended up here.
What I'm looking forward to the most about this year is the charity aspect of raising as much money as we can. Outstanding cause. I've been involved with some other things with them on the outside looking in. I like to be now on the inside helping out. This is an excellent way to feed that passion, but also I spend a lot of time when I'm not dealing with cars on philanthropic things. So the marriage of those two together for me is pretty much the perfect storm.
The best part was when they took off and they left for the run, and just hearing the cars just revving and, a lot of testosterone, a lot of testosterone going on, and that's what we're here for, It gives us a night out and to meet with people and meet new people, meet new friends. That's basically really what it's all about, is meeting new people, getting new experiences. I may not have seen a lot of these cars if I didn't have this opportunity.
What we're doing now today through having the event is going to be an awful lot of fun. The serious part, the dead serious part, is helping kids with medical issues in all around this country. I think ultimately the caliber of the people and the caliber of the cars that are involved here. You don't have a bunch of irresponsible people.
You know, is respectful. You know, they're going to rev their engines here, put on a little bit of a show. This is private property. Once they leave the property, they're going to be respectful for the laws. They're going to rev the engines here and there, pull up to a stoplight, and you'll see their buddy, and hit the gas a little bit. Other than that, it's just a fun trip. You know, they're going to take a little ride around and come back.
It's not a cannonball run. It's not a race. There's nothing. If there was insanity involved or the chance of people being hurt, I wouldn't be involved. I would not want to have my name associated with it. We're here to have fun and be with other car people and raise money for charity. So honestly, I'm not afraid of it at all, and I don't think anybody else should be, including the police and other people that participate.
I'm excited because I really don't know what to expect. I've never been to this event before. I just know that I have a secret desire to drive my Jeep as fast as I can before I trade it in. Yay! Oh, look at your daughter. She's so funny. Kaya, can you stand tall with your hair out? There we go. Can you walk your sister toward me? Hi, my name is Jody Rothfeld, and I'll be participating in the Midnight Run this year. That's perfect. Can you stop and give your sister a kiss on the forehead? I'm not only coming to the event, but I'm also driving in the event. It has a beautiful Hemi V8 engine, and I push it a lot on the highway, but I know the power it has. I'm a professional photographer. I do this for a living full-time, as well as parent my 2 tween-age girls. Life that it's been building up.
Yeah. What part of Cali are you from?
The ghetto, Madera, Fresno.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not the exciting part.
That's all right. That's cool. No, that's
not
the
the
good
one
part.
everyone thinks I'm from the beach. I'm like, no, I'm from literally in the middle of nowhere. I love my job. I love my life. I love my free spirit, but it's been kind of a rough year. And I personally, when I feel sad, I jump on a flight, I go to foreign countries, I hike to the top of Half Dome, I do things to try to make myself feel better. I'm kind of an adventure junkie, I think, in that sense. My friend Joe suggested that I come out on a Friday night and that I might have fun. He suggested, I think I know the answer to your sadness. I think you need to drive your car in this rally. You always joke you secretly want to be a race car driver. You should drive. Okay, are you sure? Yeah, we don't have any women. Let's, go for it. Kaya, say cookies. I'm gonna get you. Tricky. Say peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
I know, and I said never again. Never.
Hey.
All right.
Shitty McShit pants. I need my glasses.
She's so crazy. All right, we're gonna take her down. This is the winner right here. Okay. Ready? Big smiles, don't move. I recently went through a breakup that I don't really want to delve too much about my personal stuff on camera, but it's been heartbreaking, to say the least, to the point where most days have been sad, and I'm trying to snap out of it, and it's been rough. I feel like I've been on this path for a while of in pursuit of happiness, and I kind of catch it and then it slips away, and then I catch it and it slips away, and this was one I wasn't expecting. Give me some knuckles.
Chuck a knock.
You know what? Because we're fellow Sagittarius, that's why we get along so well.
Oh.
We got that fire in us, that's why. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, woo! It was a wake-up call on how I want to live my life and how I don't want to live my life. So I'm going to use it as a lesson and thrive and go into my cocoon for a while, and then just channel my sadness into my art. Yeah, 2020, you suck.
When I got the chance to photograph the Midnight Run in 2019, kind of thought I was just getting into something that was a bit of an excuse to kind of drive recklessly or put other people's lives in danger on the road, kind of for entertainment purposes. I mean, I love going through gears and I love the driving experience. I love being connected to the road. I love the sound of the motor. I just love the way the steering wheel feels, the adrenaline. But I do have disdain towards members of the car community that kind of drive recklessly and put other people in danger. It kind of gives the community a bad name. At least that's what I thought I would find. But instead I was greeted with a community of very passionate people with their own experiences and stories and their own reasons to why they attend the event. I think that if you look behind the curtain and you look past the vanity and past the reputation that these kind of events get, you'll kind of see that there's an intimate unfolding of people and things behind it. And it's about meeting new people and experiencing just new experiences and getting excited over something every year, year after year, and doing something for a good cause. Of course, this is a charitable event, and the planning of the event is ridiculous. I mean, that's why they have 5 board members. So in 2019, the Midnight Run raised about $5,600, but already in 2020, looking at ticket sales, we're expecting over $17,000 in proceeds. So everyone has their own experience, everyone has their own story, everyone has their own reason of why they attend the event, whether they participate in the rally or not. Like the guys over at CarPoint Auto Group, who unfortunately I did not get a chance to interview one of the main owners due to legal issues not surrounding the event or their business. They're actually bringing the Batmobile, and they also have the one of the DeLoreans from Back to the Future. But enough of me. Let's let Tony take this.
My name is Tony. I'm a buyer for CarPoint Auto Group in South River, New Jersey. We're curators of modern exotic cars, vintage exotic cars, and one-ofs, and specialty automobiles. We've been at this location for about a year, but we've been in the exotic business about 30 years. This year we're bringing the Batmobile, which is a very, very cool car. It was the actual one that was used in the movie.
Stop.
Prepping a Batmobile is not easy. As you can imagine, there's not too many mechanics that know how to work on a one-off car that has no schematics or no owner's manual. So just figuring out the intricacies of all the moving working parts was a challenge. Looking forward to see all the other vehicles, looking forward to get on the run and see all the other amazing cars that are going to be there.
So I've done some research, and there's been a lot of accidents and even deaths involved with rallies in the past. Do you feel responsible being involved in an event that can cause death or an accident?
There's nothing illegal about what we're doing, so not at all.
I have no fear in that sense. Obviously, I don't want to put anyone else at danger, but I think that I will have a wise mind when I'm driving my car, so.
Well, there is no dangers in a rally. You know, rallies are a bunch of guys getting together with their cars and going for a drive. That's a rally. This isn't a race. This is a rally.
It's adults. We're raising money for a charity, and everybody has respectable vehicles. And so for them to think that they're stereotyping not only a group of people, but an organization that honestly does nothing wrong and certainly doesn't do anything immoral.
There's absolutely no law against having a car show. There's absolutely no law against having a rally. It's a perfectly legal charitable event.
We have a solid history of clean,
The spirit of what we're doing, you can think is going to be irresponsible and you're thinking of maybe some teenage kids who are doing burnouts in a high school parking lot. That's not what this is about. It's adults. We're raising money for a charity.
I will take it easy when I need to, and I will be as safe as possible. So I'm not worried at all, not one bit.
There's a possibility of me being in an accident driving down the street when it's not a rally.
But wouldn't you say the stakes are higher when people are breaking the law?
Well, any stakes are higher when you just multiply the quantity of cars on the road.
It's not illegal. I can't be any more clear with you. I mean, if you're going to continue to ask me that we do immoral things, call out the character of myself and the other people involved, I just don't really think I have any interest in being involved, honestly. So, you know, I'm kind of done with the questions if we're going to talk about morality, all right? Have a good one.
How do you advertise the Midnight Run?
We do not advertise the Midnight Run.
No advertising at all?
None whatsoever.
Do you not advertise because it might not be legal?
No, I think that we hold back on not advertising the event in order to control its size. The event itself and the participants talk to the communities that they're in, whether those are car enthusiasts, whether they're people who are in the community and want to participate in a charitable event, word of mouth.
I'm not in the category of some of these guys that have these cars, so let alone to see them, but now actually to even get a ride in some of them. Some of these people have actually offered to take me out on rides, so I wouldn't have had this opportunity prior to this, so that's really important.
So I rolled up to the event around 8 o'clock and I quickly realized I was the person that didn't belong. My Jeep was lined up in a slew of cars, and on top of it, Joe told me there would be some female drivers, and there was just me. But I did know that I was in somewhere special, that I wasn't sure how I felt, because when I rolled up and I'm smashed between Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Porsches, I was like, holy crap, what the heck did I just get into?
It's funny because I always criticize rallies that cause ruckus, right? That's not what we try to do at the Midnight. I want people to have fun. I don't like rallies where, you know, they're on a Sunday morning and people are trying to go to church or you go to the grocery store and we're disturbing them. I don't like that. That's why we do it late at night, midnight, because there's no one on the road.
Right.
It's less you have to worry about. Before we get started, I just want to tell you guys, thanks for coming. This is our 11th year doing this. It actually started as a car show, a really crappy car show. And yeah, it kind of evolved from there. Over the years, we've just increased it and improved it. But before we do any other stories, any other thank yous, I want to do the winners of the show, right? Because this is also a show including the rally. So I'm going to hand the microphone over to Tom Lemma, and Tom is going to tell you who won each category.
There's absolutely nothing illegal and no laws were broken in conducting, holding, organizing, or executing the rally.
Best muscle car, the yellow vest. All right. What's your name?
Peter.
For Best American, the green lifted Chevy truck, number 49. What's your name?
David Crane.
Best import, Black Skyline. Where are you at?
That ain't me.
All right, man. What's your name?
My name's Mark.
Mark, beautiful car. Best Euro, 1970 VW. Right up here on my right. If anybody's still at the Carmen Villa. What's your name?
Justin.
All right, Justin. That's a beautiful car.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice.
If somebody were to turn it into a race, that would be illegal. Individual members or participants in the rally are responsible for how they operate their vehicle. It's not the rally's responsibility.
Best high horsepower, 2000 black Trans Am. It's right over here somewhere. All right. What's your name?
Nick.
All right, Nick.
Congratulations. Thanks, man. Mazurowski.
All right, man. Beautiful. Awesome.
He's not going to repronounce that, but
No.
congratulations.
There's absolutely no law against having a car show. There's absolutely no law against having a rally. It's a perfectly legal charitable event.
This young guy, he took the bus here last year. And this year, he's got a black BMW. Your favorite New York Jet, Terry Williams, most improved. Most improved. Where is Terry?
Thank you. I better get it too.
I also want to thank our board members. Chris Hartwick, who's our attorney. We couldn't do this without Chris. Chris gives us legal advice, tells us what to do, what not to do. Sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't listen. Thank you, Chris. Thanks to Tom Lemmer over here, guys. Tom's on the board too. Tom takes a lot of time out during the year to work on this event. Roy Pascal, right here. This is Roy's building. This event would not be possible without Roy. Roy's a fantastic guy, one of the most generous people I've ever met.
Even though it's 100% male-dominated, machismo car owners, and then there's this mom who's like, sure, I'll drive my car. And, you know, I honestly was so wired, I couldn't tell you what anyone said to me. Like, I was like, boop, Jody, are you here? Nope, I was in another magical place, and it was like I said, exactly what I needed. And I was so happy and grateful and just thrilled that I got to experience this once in a lifetime, but not once in a lifetime, because I'm going to do it again next year. Opportunity.
All right, guys, we have one last board member, Tommy Kessler, who, like I said, a board member. He's also a member of Blondie. Some of you are too young to remember that group, 80s group. And Tommy's a guitarist. And really, really special treat, Tommy's going to play the national anthem via guitar right now. Tommy, go ahead and hit it for us, buddy.
Yeah.
They made a decision not to get appropriate permitting for the event. The captain of the police showed up. We had disturbed him from a personal matter.
We're gonna get a white. Who does it? Some guy said his wife roses.
That's
roses.
a good one.
Who does it? Maybe 3.
Let's go with.
Hold on, is this like the shul?
Yeah, it's like the shoe. It's like the shoe. We'll bring him to.
Start your engines. Let's get moving.
Thank you for driving.
You're welcome.
That was great.
No, it was perfect. It was literally. Who the fuck am I? Woo! Hey Joe, I think I did pretty good. Dude, we're one of the earlier cars back.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right? I told Joe I was like I secretly am a professional driver. I
think
really
you
want. He goes, you should race. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. Let me put my skills to test.
Next baby driver.
Whoa, my brakes smell like freaking rubber.
Yeah.
You probably need new brakes after that.
Yeah. You think? I'm gonna back it up right here.
You think that's fucking Audi? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, seriously.
280 was my jam too, so that helped a little
Yeah,
bit.
280 was good.
It's a good soundtrack.
I told you 280 is where it's at.
You guys made me want to drive like that.
Yeah, right?
I want to drive like that. I want to leave here driving like that.
I want to
That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to race next year.
Me too. Me too.
I can't wait to see that film. My GoPro, it flew off somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I know. You could have attached the dashboard.
I know. You know what? You offered that, and I should have taken it.
It was in my car. I forgot.
It's all right.
Ooh. That was fun.